Hello, everyone. This is Al, Red Sox fan. Hope everyone's doing well on this Saturday evening. We're going to bring you some more APBA Baseball, 1967. I picked up this set on eBay, very cheap, and it's a beautiful set. It was done over in, I think it was, what is it? Done over 1990, and you get 25 or 26 players per team. Very happy about that. You know I love my 67 Red Sox. It's Cardinals, Red Sox. First time APBA-wise on the channel. Let's see if the Red Sox can win. These are some baseball cards I picked up on eBay. Bob Gibson. You know I love Bob Gibson. You got Yastrzemski, Canigliaro, and Scott. These are all 1968 Topps cards, so it's the 67 season. And just wanted to show those off a bit. Love these cards. So without any further ado, it's 1967 baseball. APBA style on the channel. Welcome to Twilight Zone Baseball. I'd like to say hello to Chess Warrior. He says, I loved this game as a kid. Cool. Chess Warrior. My first season was the great 1978 Yankees and Red Sox season. I have that too on APBA. Beatles Eternally, how you doing? Please check out and subscribe to his wonderful channel. He has a lot of baseball knowledge. Our good friend Beatles Eternally. And maybe he'll sing for us someday. He says, play ball, Dwayne Mart's YouTube network. Hello, Dwayne. Please check out that channel and subscribe. Brian Hoxie, always good to see Brian. And Uncle Dave Gardner. Check out and subscribe to his channel. All right, so here we go. I looked at this alternate fielding right here, and it really doesn't change much of anything because I went through the charts. I mean, there's some changes, like preventing an error where, like, say, really only for the Red Sox, it would be Rico Petrocelli because he's a 9 and Yastrzemski's a 3. So if they're a 2 fielding column, that might change it on a certain chart. If I remember, I might look at it. I might not. I doubt I'm going to remember this. There is some interesting, if there are weaker fielders, like, say, Shannon. So the Cardinals are a 42. So that's fielding column 1. That's the best you can be. The Red Sox are 40, fielding column 2. But Shannon is a 3, and he's really he would fall under fielding column 3 because he's a weak fielder. I'm not going to do this because it doesn't – I did see some change if you're a 3 or a 2 or a 9 or a 10. So I was going – if I remember, I might look at it. But, again, that's if I remember. Okay, so here we go. Let's go to the starting lineups without any further ado. We're gonna play. I love the APBA shaker. It's stuck. There we go. Love the shaker. All right. Red Sox are at home. We're playing with the DH. This is your Cardinal lineup. Bob Gibson is the starting pitcher. He is B grade XZ. Next is 68 season. I have also an absolutely fabulous card. We'll have that on the channel pretty soon. Lou Brock leads off. He's in left field. He's a 2 fielder, and he's fast. Kurt Flood's in center, 3 fielder and fast. Batting second. Batting third, the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. He's at first base. He's a 4 fielder, neutral runner. Tim McCarver does the catching, cleanup batter, fast runner, 8 defensive points as a catcher. That's good. Mike Shannon bats 5th at third base. Shannon's a 3 defensively. Roger Maris, is that right, Roger? Yes. Roger Maris bats 6th in right field. He's a 3 defensively. Julian Javier bats 7th. He is at second base, and Javier is a 8 defensive number. That's pretty good. Bobby Tolan's the DH, fast runner, and he's batting 9th. For the 67 Red Sox, I was going to do a what if, because Lombard pitched literally on 2 days rest in Game 7. The originally thought process for Dick Williams was to go with Stange, but he didn't. It would have been interesting. I mean, again, if you're really going to pitch Lombard on short rest and make it realistic, you'd make him a C grade and go from there. Again, this is just a game, so. But it would be interesting if he had pitched Lee Stange, who is also a B grade pitcher. So Lomborg's a XZ, excuse me. And he's a two fielder just like Gibson. Reggie Smith leads off. He's in center field. Fast, 2 defensive points. Mike Andrews at second. Neutral runner. He's a 7 defensively. Carl Yastrzemski is in left. Triple Crown winner, 1967 MVP. 3 defensively. Neutral runner. Tony Canigliaro in right. 2 defensively. Fast runner. Rico Petrocelli follows his fellow Paisan Canigliaro, batting 5th at short. 9. He's outstanding and he's slow. The boomer George Scott batting 6th at first base. He's a 4. And the 5 is the highest you can be, I believe, in basic. And he's fast. Dalton Jones is at 3rd. We put him in because he's a left-handed batter. And I believe he batted 280-something in 1967. 3 defensively, neutral runner. Hawk Harrelson's the DH, neutral runner. And batting 9th, the catcher, former Yankee, Elston Ellie Howard. He's slow. Defensive points 8 behind the plate. All right, so there we are. Joshua Hauser, how you doing? He says, hello from Vancouver, Al, in the chat. Good to see you, Joshua. All right, so Lonborg, Red Sox are home. Lonborg, we'll just go like this, and we'll put this over here. And again, if I remember, I'll take a look at this because I want to see if it makes any difference. Uncle Dave Gardner's asking, how's the weather in Vancouver? So Lou Brock to lead off. Hopefully the camera is good and the sound quality is good. Let's do that here. All right, so Lou Brock to lead off. Left-handed batter. Lomborg has a sign from Elston Howard. The pitch, 45 to Lou Brock. Base is empty. 45 to Brock is a 14. We didn't want that. 14 is a walk. Not a way to start off the game. So that's a walk. Brock's at first. He's a fast runner. Lomborg's a Z, but not a double ZZ pitcher. Runner at first. 1 out for Kurt Flood. Flood's going to swing the stick. He's not going to bunt. Joshua says, it's a beautiful day in Vancouver. Cleve Baseball Fan 879 has joined us. Our good friend Tim, please check out and subscribe to that channel. He says, good evening, everyone. A balmy 41 degrees in northern Ohio. Here's the pitch to Flood. 1 on, no outs. Lomborg to Flood is a 12. A 12 is a 25. Let's just quickly look at the 25. Nope, that's not on here. So 25, fielding column 2. That's going to be a double play ball. It's going to go Andrews, Petrocelli to Scott. So 4, 6, 3, 2 down. Lomborg induces the double play ball off the bat of Kurt Flood. So that is a 4, 6, 3, 2 away. Base is empty now. For the baby bull, they say cha-cha. I call him the baby bull. Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda, right-handed stick. Digs in. Lomborg has a sign from Elston Howard. The pitch to Cepeda. 16. 16's a 28. Let's quickly look at this. 28, yes. Okay, so we have, but it's Rico Petrocelli. So we have a 28, and we have to go bases empty. This is not going to make a difference. And I'll here. So 28 is going to go to the shortstop, I do believe. So let's look. 28. And it'll go from fielding column 1 to fielding column 2. It's still an out. Petrocelli ranges into the hole, pivots, throws. What a play by Petrocelli. Scooped out of the dirt by Scott. The side is retired. So it makes it into a great play. What a play by Rico Petrocelli. We go to the bottom of the first. No score here at lovely Fenway Park. Bob Gibson will be on the mound. Michael Canastari has joined us. Please check out and subscribe to that channel. Andrew Rothman's here. Hope all is well with you, Andrew. Dave Gardner says, I'm putting together my wish list of games to play from the oldest pitcher in 1983 in payoff pitch. Some fun names. Cool. We look forward to that project. I like that idea. I listened to your afterwards. I was listening to your chat when you were separating the cards. So here's Bob Gibson. He'll face Reggie Smith, Mike Andrews, Carl Yastrzemski. If anyone gets on, Tony C., Tony Conigliaro. Gibson to Smith, switch hitter batting lefty. 35 from Gibson to Smith. So a 35 is a 40. Let's just check that doesn't mean anything. 40 bases empty. Gibson's not wild, so that is going to be fouled out of play, strike one. 0-1 count to Gibby, to Smith. Gibby has the sign. He kicks and deals once again to Reggie Smith, left-handed batter, switch hitter batting lefty. 42 to Reggie Smith, a 13. That's going to be a strikeout. So Gibson starts off the game in style, Kane, the youngster Reggie Smith. 1 out. Mike Andrews, Red Sox second baseman, right-handed batter. McCarver goes through the signs. Gibson with a quick nod of his head. The violent windup and delivery to Mike Andrews. Andrews with a 55. 55 is an 8. He's a B. I know the B voodoo gets rid of the 8. I'll just show you. I love the voodoo. So right there, the B takes away the hit. It's a well-hit ball to center, but racing to make the catch is Kurt Flood. And there are 2 away. Yep, Mike Andrews started off with the Red Sox. Tim. He worked a lot with the Jimmy Fund, too. So there are 2 down. He also played with Oakland, I do believe. Carl Yastrzemski, Triple Crown winner. Gibson to Yaz, 24 to Yastrzemski. 24 is a 13, swing and a miss. Gibson strikes out 2, including Carl Yastrzemski. We're through 1, no score here in Boston. We go to the top of the second, some Twilight Zone Baseball, APBA style. 1967 set I picked up on eBay. Man, you can get some stuff. Some people price their stuff really ridiculous. Other people price it because they want to sell it. And I picked this up very reasonable. So it's going to be McCarver, Shannon, and Maris to face Lomborg. Yastrzemski made the last out here. Gentleman Jim back on the mound for the 67 Red Sox to do battle with Tim McCarver. They would be teammates once again, or they would be teammates, in Philadelphia in the mid-70s. David Selinsky, how you doing? Hope all is well. Lonborg to McCarver, left-hand batting catcher for the Cardinals. 55. 55 is an 8. He's a B grade. Well, we know that's a well-hit ball to center field. Reggie Smith will chase it down towards the triangle. 1 away. Nice running catch by Reggie Smith. The B voodoo takes away the hit from Tim McCarver. Mike Shannon steps to the plate. Third baseman, right-handed batter, fast runner. Howard sets the target to pitch to Shannon from Gentleman Jim Lomborg. 43 of 43 is a 29. A 29 is nothing here. So a 29, base is empty. Fielding column 2. Ex-pitcher gets a strikeout. That's a strikeout. So after fouling off a ball, Lomborg blows it right by Shannon. Lomborg records his first K. 2 down in the top of the second. We're scoreless. Michael Terranova, how you doing? That's Mike Terranova, SOM76. He plays a lot of Stratomatic in his channel. I just got the 98 Stratomatic season came in. I haven't ripped it yet, but we're going to have that on the channel. Oh, I see 1927, 1998 Yankees versus the Cardinals. Or 61 maybe. 61 Yanks against the Cardinals. So here's Roger Maris. Red Sox familiar with Maris, former Yankee. The pitch from Lomborg to Maris, 65. 2 outs, bases empty. Maris, a left-handed stick. 65 is a 35. We quickly check that. That's nothing. 35. Popped up in front of the plate. Waiting for it is Ellie Howard, former teammate of Roger Maris. And Howard makes the catch. That is a put out 2. Pop out 2. Side is retired. We go to the bottom of the second. We're scoreless here at friendly Fenway Park. Philip Reynolds, how you doing? He says, go Red Sox. Hope all is well with you, Philip. So Bob Gibson back on the bump. He'll face Tony Canigliaro, Rico Petrocelli, and the boomer George Scott. The pitch from Gibson to Tony C. 24 to Canigliaro, base is empty. 24 is a strikeout. That's a 13. Holy cow, Gibby mowing them down. He has 3 strikeouts in under 2 innings. 1 out, base is empty for another Paisan, Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli digs in. He awaits the Gibson offering. Pitch homeward bound to Rico Petrocelli. 65 to Rico. That is a 35. Let's quickly check. I don't see anything there. A 35. Fielding column 1. Popped up to the catcher. McCarver makes the catch. 2 down. So Gibson jams him. 2 outs. Base is empty. Bottom of the second. No score at Fenway. George the Boomer Scott. There's the Boomer. Right there. The Boomer. Scott awaits the Gibson offering. Gibson rocks and deals to George the Boomer Scott. That's a 55. A 55's an 8. We know the B Voodoo is going to take away that shot to deep center field. Kurt Flood racing towards the triangle, reaching up. He makes the catch. Oh, boy. Another fine catch by Kurt Flood. We're through 2 here at Fenway. No score. We got a pitcher's duel. So Scott is retired. He hit that ball a long way, but Flood tracks it down in the triangle. Due up for the Cardinals in the top of the third. Javier, Tolan, Maxwell, the bottom third of this 1967 Cardinal order. Bobby Tolan steps, Julian Javier, second baseman steps to the plate. Tolan goes back to the batter's box. Lawn board to Julian Javier, the man they call Juli. That's a 64 to Juli. 64 is a 13. Lonborg records his second strikeout, gets him on the hook. 1 down. Bobby Tolan, the DH. Maxwell on deck, the shortstop. Tolan, a left-handed batter. Lonborg picks up the sign from Howard. The pitch to Bobby Tolan, 33. 33 to Bobby Tolan's a 7. Is a 7 B-grade pitcher on a 7. Bounding ball right side past the dive of Mike Andrews. It's a single to right. So Bobby Tolan gets the Cardinals' first hit. Singles to right with 1 out. Bobby Tolan is a fast runner. One out for the number 9 batter, Dahl Maxwell. Bonesy. Lonborg peeks to first. Now deals to Maxwell. 23, runner at first. We got to flip the chart. I'm using the radio boards, as they call it, or radio charts. I like these. They're really fun. I like them better than the book. I'm not saying they're the upgraded, have exactly. Maybe they play a little differently than the book, but I like them. 23 to Maxwell is a 26. So let's take a quick look to see if a 26 is on here. Yes, it's a second baseman. Mike Andrews is a 7. So it's still going to be fielding column 2 for the Red Sox. Not going to change anything. So what did I say? That was a 26. Yep. 26. Let's see if that's a double play ball. No. A hard slide upends Rico Petrocelli. But they do get the force out on Tolan. So Tolan is out. There are 2 down. And it was a fielder's choice for Maxwell, 4 to 6. Tolan went in very hard to Petrocelli. That brings up Lou Brock. Brock walked his first time up. Lonborg deals to Brock with 2 outs. 33 to Lou Brock. 33 is a 6. Uh-oh. On a B grade, a 6. Double to center field. And it's going to be an RBI double with 2 outs, so it doesn't matter that Maxville is he's a fast runner anyway, so he would have scored. Lou Brock doubles in Maxville, 1-0 St. Louis. So he has a run batted in. Maxville scores from first. So failure to turn that double play cost the Red Sox a run. 1-0 Cardinals. The speedy Lou Brock at second. Switch the boards. That will bring up Kurt Flood, who banged into a double play in the first. The pitch to Flood from Lonborg, 41. 41 to Flood's a 28. A 28, let's quickly just check what a 28 is. Oh, shortstop Petrocelli's a 9. So this will actually go to fielding column 1, excuse me. So that's a 28, and it's just going to make it a great play. Petrocelli backhands, fires to first. The side is retired. But the Cardinals do get one on the clutch 2-out single, 2-out double by Lou Brock. 1-0 Cardinals. We go to the bottom of the third. Bob Gibson, in 2 innings, has struck out 3 Red Sox while giving up no hits. Gibson is very intense. Alternate History 100 said, did those charts come laminated, or did you do them yourself? No, these charts are not laminated. They're just on nice paper. Like, I would say it's cardstock. Well, it's shiny paper, but it's not laminated. And they came with the playoff set I bought. If you like APBA and you see one of those playoff sets and you think it's reasonably priced, if you want these, just buy the game. Make sure they have these charts. And again, it's up to you. I love these charts. I never thought I'd say I'd like charts. For the Red Sox, who trail by 1, bottom third of their order, Jones, Harrelson, and Howard. Gibson to Dalton Jones. Jones, the left-handed batting third baseman. The pitch by Bob Gibson, 16. A 16 is a 28. Let's quickly just look. And we have to go to bases empty. We fumbled the chart there. Bases empty. A 28 is on here. It's a hit to the shortstop. So the shortstop's a 9. They're already fielding column 1, so it doesn't matter. And he's going to make the play. So that is a 28. Let's just double check that. 16, 28. So nice play by the shortstop, Maxville, as he throws to the baby bull, Cepeda. Jones is retired 6-3. That'll bring up Hawk Harrelson, designated hitter. Gibson rocks and deals to Harrelson, righty-righty matchup. 35. 35 is a 14. He is a Z pitcher, not a double ZZ pitcher. So that is a walk. Harrelson, the first Red Sox to reach base safely on the free pass there. So Harrelson's at first. He represents a tying run. He's a normal runner. Elston Howard at the plate, former Yankee. Cardinals hope for a double play ball. Howard, an excellent candidate. He's a slow runner. Here's the pitch to Ellie. Elston Howard. 23 to Howard. 23 is a 26. Let's just quickly look. We got a runner at first. Again, they're fielding column 1, but let's see if it gets reduced. So a 23 is a 26. 26 is a second baseman, Julian Javier. He's still going to make the play. He's an 8. Nope, that stays in fielding column 1. So what did I say? 23 is a 20. 23 is a 26. 26. Fielder's choice goes 4-6. Harrelson goes into second base hard. That's payback for what they did to Petrocelli. And he upends Dahl Maxville. So Harrelson's out. And that's a fielder's choice for Howard. 4-6. 2 away. The slow-footed Howard now at first. Top of the order, Reggie Smith. Ken Castor, how you doing? Hope all is well. Here's Reggie Smith with 2 outs. He struck out against Gibby. Switch hitter batting lefty. McCarver goes through the signs. The pitcher, Reggie Smith from Bob Gibson. 14 of 14 is a 30. Let's quickly look at this. 30 left field. Left fielder is Brock. So now the fielding column is a 2, but he's still on the 30. He's going to make the play, and that will end the inning. Moving towards the line, Brock makes the catch on the lazy fly ball to left. Side is retired. So it really doesn't change too much so far. I mean, there will be a few changes from what I seen when I went through all the charts. The Red Sox still are hitless, but they do put a base runner on finally with Harrelson's walk. We're through 3 here at Fenway, 1-0 Cardinals. 1967, as you know, I love 1967 baseball. Revisited. Joshua says, nice play-by-play, Al, noting that the Bo Sox hard slide was payback. Oh, it's payback. That's the way the 67 team played, my friend. And I thank you for the compliment. So Lonborg back up on the bump, down 1-0. We'll try to keep it a 1-run deficit. It's going to be Cepeda, McCarver, and Shannon to face Gentleman Jim Lonborg. Cepeda grounded to short. Here's the pitch to the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. 31, Lonborg to Cepeda. 31 is a 9, and that's going to be a hit. The B Voodoo does not take that away. That's a chopper up the middle, past Petrocelli. Oh, wait, wrong. Let's flip it this way. 9, still a hit. And it's past Petrocelli. Had he been an A-grade pitcher, it would have been a strikeout. Couldn't sneak the fastball past Cepeda there. So the baby bull singles. He's at first to start things off for the Cardinals here in the top of the 4th. Here's Tim McCarver. No outs, Cepeda at first. We go to the runner at first chart. Excuse me, sorry. Lonborg to McCarver, 16. 16 to 28. 28 is to the shortstop. I already know that. That's going to go to fielding column 1. 28 is going to be a force out at second. So Petrocelli flips to Andrews. Andrews just ate the ball, didn't want to chance the throw. Cepeda is out. Fielder's choice for McCarver, 6-4. He's at first base now. 1 out, 1 on for Shannon. He was a strikeout victim of Gentleman Jim Lonborg. Elston Howard goes through the signs. Lonborg is ready. He kicks and deals to Shannon. 1-5. So that's a 15. That's an 8. We know the B. Well, let's see if the B Voodoo takes it away here with a runner at first. Yes, it does. Topped off the mound. Only play is to first. Advancing to second is McCarver. But now there's 2 outs. The B Voodoo takes away the hit. So that's 1-3. McCarver to second. McCarver's a fast runner, so he's going to score with 2 outs. Roger Maris popped out to the catcher when Lonborg jammed him with some chin music. Runner at second now. Switch the chart. Runner at second. The pitch to Maris from Lonborg. 36 to Maris. 36 of 33. Let's quickly check to see if there's any 33 is not on that list. So a 33, that should be the 3rd and final out. Fielding column 2. Ex-pitcher strikeout. That is a strikeout after Maris fouls it off to the left side. He was late on the fastball, so Lonborg comes right back with it. So that's a good job by Elston Howard, seeing that Maris was late on the fastball, came right back to it a little more high and away, swing and a miss. The side is retired. Lonborg has now struck out 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 1-0 Cardinals here at Fenway Park. Due up for the Red Sox, Andrews, Yastrzemski, Canigliaro. If anyone gets on, Rico Petrocelli. So here's Bob Gibson. Bob Gibson. Love Bob Gibson. This Bob Gibson card is actually not a 67 card. It is a 1968 card. Look at that ERA, my friends. 1.12, if you could see that. It's a 68 Gibby card. So 69 top set. Mike Andrews is 0 for 1. Gibson to Andrews. 32 in this righty-righty matchup. Bases empty. 32. And that's the one thing you have to remember is to switch the charts. Usually the outs are the same, but it does matter with moving the base runners. So a 32 to Mike Andrews. 32 is a 12. Interesting. Let's quickly look to see if a 12's on here. No. 12s are usually strange. So a 12, it's a fielding column 1. That's a hard hit ball speared by Cepeda. He wins the foot race to the bag. 1 down. Nice glove work by the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. He is definitely not a bull in a china shop. That's a ground out 3. 1 out in the bottom of 4th. 1-0 67 Cardinals over my beloved 67 Red Sox. Carl Yastrzemski was a strikeout victim. Gibby to Yaz. Yaz looking for revenge. It's a 33. A 33 is a 5. 5 on a B grade pitcher is a double. Down the right field line. The throw from Maris. Yastrzemski slides in safe. So a 1-out double by Yaz. First hit for the Boston Red Sox. Tying run. Yastrzemski is a normal runner. Yastrzemski at second. Tony Canigliaro at the plate. Petrocelli on deck. Canigliaro struck out his first time up. Let's go runner to second. The pitch to Tony C. 66! Canigliaro jacks that ball out of Fenway Park. He yanks it over the monster, heading west down the Mass Pike. Tony Canigliaro crushes the Bob Gibson fastball offering. He was sitting dead red, and the Red Sox take a 2-1 lead. Bippity boppity boom. Boom goes the ball. And Tony Canigliaro touches them all. To the moon, Angelina. To the moon. Canigliaro very happy as he steps on home plate. Greeted by Yastrzemski. Fenway faithful going insane. Tony C., the Massachusetts native, signed with the Red Sox when he was like 19 years old, has jacked it out of the ballpark. It is a 2-1 lead. Canigliaro comes out to tip his cap to the Fenway fans. A home run by Canigliaro. 2-1 Red Sox. So that's 2 batted in for Canigliaro. He gets his revenge. This time, Gibby doesn't put the fastball by him. Still only 1 out for Rico Petrocelli. 2-1 Red Sox. Fenway is a-buzzed. Bernard Strom has joined us. Please check out and subscribe to that wonderful YouTube channel, Bernard Strom Sports Replays. He had some Action PC Baseball on earlier tonight. Gibson to Petrocelli. Petrocelli, 0 for 1. Righty-righty matchup. That's a 54. 54 to Petrocelli is a 32. Bases empty on a 32. Let's check out a 32 here. 32 is a right fielder. Maris is a 3, so that's still going to be fielding column 1, and that's going to be an out. So what I'm saying is you don't really – they're outs. It just depends. Like maybe the guy tags up and scores or something. I don't know. But that's a deep drive to right center. A wonderful running catch by Roger Maris. Had it been 2 outs, it would have been Flood making the catch. Just gives you a little flavor. So Petrocelli is 0 for 2. 2-1 Red Sox. So no one's pitcher grade is going to be upgraded to an A at the moment. You need 5 consecutive scoreless innings. Here comes the boomer. Scott flew out to deep center. And Flood made the catch in the triangle. Gibson to Scott. The boomer gets a 26. Base is empty. 26 is a swing and a miss. Scott chases the high heat. Gibson is very angry, though he has struck out 4, but he gives up the 2-run bomb off the bat of Tony Canigliaro, the Massachusetts native. 2-1 Boston. We go to the top of the 5th here at friendly Fenway. So Scott strikes out. Lonborg on the bump with a 1-run lead now. Going through his warm-up tosses to Elston Howard. Red Sox throw it around the infield, get it back to Lonborg. Lonborg to face the bottom third of the 67 Cardinal order. Javier, Tolan, Maxville. Julian Javier was a strikeout victim from Gentleman Jim. Elston Howard sets the target. The pitch to Juli. 65 to Julian Javier. 65 is a 35. A 35 is not on this chart, so we're just going to go right here. Base is empty. 35 will be an out. Popped up to the left of home plate. Elston Howard throws his mask to the right, waits for the ball to come down for out number 1. So they jam Javi, or Juli. Lonborg not afraid to pitch inside, that's for sure. He'll give you that chin music. 1 out for Bobby Tolan. Tolan singled and scored. Singled was forced out in the fielder's choice. Maxville would score on the Brock double in the top of the 3rd. Lonborg's ready. He kicks and deals to Bobby Tolan, the left-handed DH. That's a 24 to Bobby Tolan. 24 is a 13. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. He set that up beautifully. Came fastball, in, out, and then the breaking pitch. 2 outs. Base is empty, number 9 batter. Dahl, Bonesy, Maxville. Maxville digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Lonborg and the Red Sox looking for a 1-2-3 inning. The pitch to Maxville, 43. What will it be? We shall see on the 43. 43, 29. Let's just check to see if there's anything here on the 29. No, there is not. So a 29. Chopper. Foul. 2-2 count. Lonborg fires it in. Swing and a miss as an X changes the out to a strikeout. Lonborg is an X pitcher. Lonborg strikes out 2 here in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-1 Red Sox. Gentleman Jim has now struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gibson has struck out 1, 2, 3, 4. 2-1 Red Sox. Richie Tony, how you doing? He says, hello. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. So well wishes from Richard. We hope you're doing well, Richard. Here's Bob Gibson, down 2-1. He'll face the bottom third of the Red Sox order here in the bottom of the 5th. Cardinals got 1 in the 3rd on the 2-out double by Brock. The Red Sox went ahead after Yastrzemski doubled and Tony Canigliaro jacked it over the Green Monster going west on the Mass Turnpike to Springfield, Massachusetts. Here's Dalton Jones 0 for 1. He grounded out to Maxville. The pitch to Dalton Jones from Gibson. That's a 14. Bases empty. 14's a 30. Let's just check this chart real quick. A 30's a left fielder. The left fielder is Brock. He's a 2. So this goes to fielding column 2, but it's still going to be an out. Towards the left center field gap, Brock tracks it down, calling off Flood 1 away. 1 down. Jones is grounded out and flown out. World's Worst Gamer, how you doing? Hope all is well. He says, other than the city having shut the water off and my PC acting like it's going to die on me after the latest Windows 11 update. I'm doing well, Richard. So with 1 out, Hawk Harrelson walked his first time up. Gibson to the Hawk. Harrelson with a 23 from Bob Gibson. 23 is a 26. 26. Second baseman Javier is a 9, is an 8. So that's still going to go to fielding column 1, and that's going to be out number 2. As Javier backhands it, pivots, and throws to Cepeda at first. 2 down, scoring at home 4-3. Base is empty, 2 outs for the number 9 batter, Elston Howard. He reached on a fielder's choice. Former Yankee. Howard awaits the Gibson offering. Pitch homeward bound. 24 to Elston Howard. Base is empty. 24. Swing and a miss. Gibson gets a K to end the bottom of the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th. 2-1 Red Sox. Due up for the Cardinals in the top of the 6th. Top of their order. Brock, who doubled in a run. Flood, who's 0 for 2. And Cepeda, who's 1 for 2. Lonborg back up on the bump. Brock 1 for 1. He's walked and doubled in the run. The pitch to the left-hand batting left fielder, Lou Brock. 43, Lonborg to Brock. 43 is a 29. 29 is not on here, but that's going to be out number 1 with a 29. Swing and a miss. It would have been a ground out to the pitcher, but the X makes it a strikeout. So Lonborg mowing them down right now. His first time he's retired. Lou Brock. 6 Ks for Lonborg. I believe Gibson has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ks. The Red Sox have a 2-1 lead. Kurt Flood steps to plate. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and banged into a double play. Lonborg to Flood. 14. 14's a 30. 30. Left field. Well, Yastrzemski's a 3. That's actually going to bring it to fielding column 1. 30. Yastrzemski makes the diving catch towards left center, robbing Flood of extra bases. Great play by Yastrzemski. So he's a 3. The Red Sox are normally a fielding column 2. Either way, no matter what fielding column, that's an out all the way through. It's a different play call. 2 outs for the baby bull. So it's interesting if it's going to change it. Like I said, I went through all the charts using this optional method. There are a few changes, so it could make a difference. Again, I have to remember to look at it. I'm trying to do it. Cepeda, 1 for 2. Cepeda has popped. The pitch to the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda from Lonborg. Red Sox looking for a 1-2-3 inning from Gentleman Jim. That's a 15. A 15's a 10. B grade, pitcher, 10. It's a flare to right field. That's going to be a 2-out single on the 10. So Cepeda picks up his second hit. Both hits single for the baby bull. Tying run at first, Cepeda a normal runner. Here's Tim McCarver. McCarver is 0 for 2. He's flown out to deep center and banged into a fielder's choice. Howard goes out to have a word with Lonborg. Wants to make sure they're on the same page. McCarver digs in. Lonborg's ready to work. The pitch to Tim McCarver from Gentleman Jim Lonborg. That's a 36. 36 is a 33. A 33 is not on this chart, and that's going to be out number 3. So a 33, fielding column 2. McCarver, fastball jammed, pops it up to the left of Lonborg. Dalton Jones screaming for it, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. So McCarver pops out to the third baseman, Dalton Jones, just to the left of the mound. and gentleman Jim Lomborg. We go to the bottom of the sixth, 2-1 Red Sox. Red Sox took the lead in the bottom of the fourth after trailing 1-0 on the Tony Conigliaro home run after Yastrzemski doubled. So Gibson coming back up on the mound. He's made two mistakes, the double and the homer to Yastrzemski and Conigliaro. Yaz, Tony C., the Boomer, Gibby. How much money would they make now? For the Red Sox, top of the order, Reggie Smith, Mike Andrews, Carl Yastrzemski. Reggie Smith 0 for 2, a flyout and a strikeout. The pitch of the switch hitting Reggie Smith. 36 to Reggie Smith with the bases empty. 36 to Reggie Smith is a 33. 33 is not on here, but that's going to be out number 1. We'll just look to see what type of out. Fielding column 1. Popped out. Wide pitcher gets a strikeout. Gibson is not a wide pitcher. He's an X-pitcher, so he jams Reggie Smith, pops it up right side, making the catch just on the outfield grass is Julian Javier. So Smith is 0 for 3. Here's Mike Andrews with 1 out. Andrews is 0 for 2. Gibson deals to Mike Andrews. That's a 12 to Mike Andrews. 12 is a 25. 25. Let's look. 25 is not on here, so that's going to be out number 2. 25. X-pitcher. Actually, it's going to be a strikeout, so Andrews follows it off to the right side. Then Gibson gets him on a breaking pitch. He set that up quite nicely with the fastball, coming back with a breaking pitch, and that totally fooled Andrews, who just watched it in the strike zone. So Gibson has now struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has matched Lomborg's total. 2 outs for Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski has struck out, doubled, scored on the Conigliaro home run in the bottom of the fourth. Thus, the 2-1 lead for the Red Sox. Gibson to Yaz. 2 outs, bases empty. 45 to Yastrzemski. 45 is a 14. That will be a walk. So Yastrzemski reaches base for a second time, and here comes Tony Conigliaro. The fans affectionately call him Tony C. It has been feast or famine for Conigliaro. He struck out and homered. Can he do it again? Can he give the Red Sox a 4-1 lead? Yastrzemski will be off on contact. We go to the runner at first chart as I knock the thingy over. On deck is Petrocelli. Gibson challenges Conigliaro with the fastball again. 13 and ball 4. Okay, wait a second. Runner at first, 14. Z pitcher, ball 1. So it's not a walk. It's ball 1. 1-0 count. Conigliaro gets another shot. Conigliaro with a 44. A 44 is a 7. The B voodoo doesn't stop that. It is a single to right center field. Yastrzemski goes first to third. A fast runner takes second on the throw. Conigliaro's a fast runner. Heads up base running by Tony C. So it's second and third. Conigliaro picks up his second hit. It's a single, and he advances to second on the throw to third from Maris. Yastrzemski slides in safely. So it's second and third for Rico Petrocelli, who's 0 for 2. Red Sox looking for some insurance here. And the first time we'll go to these charts, we have second and third. I like to put that in the middle because I'm going to move it over after. Back. I have the charts with first, second, bases empty, first, second, and third on this side, and then the multiple, first and second and third, so on and so forth, bases loaded on this side. Second and third, 2 outs. The pitch to Petrocelli, 21 to Rico Petrocelli. 21's a 30. Let's check out. See, maybe this matters now. 30 left field. Lou Brock is a 2. He's going to make the catch anyway. But it goes from fielding column 1 to fielding column 2. So let's see. Yeah, he makes the catch. The side is retired. It was skied Sky high, fly ball to left. Brock waits for it. It comes down. What would I say? That was 21. Is a 30. And there is a difference. I'm going to show you for a second here. The 30 is an out. That ends the inning. Let's get that out of the way. Red Sox threaten but do not score. We go to the top of the 7th, 2-1 Boston. So with this alternate fielding, the Cardinals are a fielding column 1. I have to pull my glasses up here. It was a 30. So, and actually that helped them. If there had been less than 1 out, that actually took the sac fly away because it would go to fielding column 2. Interesting. And then again, if it was a 2 and the left fielder was a 1, it would have been a sac fly. So there is some difference, but not on that one. All right. So Petrocelli does not come up clutch. Larry Mullins, how you doing? He says, hello, Big Al. More APBA. Love it. I'm in an APBA frame of mind. I have a lot of APBA seasons now. I'm not going to tell you how many. I have a problem. My name's Al. I'm addicted to sports sims and the sports sims community because I like them. All right, so we go to the top of the 7th. Lonborg will face Shannon, Maris, and Javier. Do I have more than 10 seasons? Yes. I need to stop and start playing them. But I buy them reasonably cheap on eBay. Sometimes I get 2 seasons, what would cost just under 1 season off of APBA. I bought stuff from APBA too. I'm going to get some World Series sets because I want 1966. I want Sandy Koufax. I'd like to get the whole season if I get it cheap. Not cheap, under what APBA pays. Because I kind of want the 66 Red Sox also, but that's okay. All right, 1-run lead for the Red Sox. Here is the right-hand batting third baseman, Mike Don't Call Me Del Shannon. The pitch from Lonborg to Shannon, and Shannon gets a re-roll. On the D column, holy cow. Can he hit a 66 again or an 11? It's a homer. It's a 26. 26 on the D column is a 6, and that's going to be a double. Left center field, so a leadoff double, stand-up double for Mike Shannon. That breaking pitch did not hit its spot. That brings up Roger Maris. Now, I don't think they would bunt with Maris. Not that he was a good hitter with the Cardinals. I just don't think he would bunt. He's going to swing away. He's looking to get some of that old-time magic back. And we have to go with a runner at second. The pitch to Maris. 44! 44 is an 8. Will the B Voodoo stop it? 8. Yes. Hard shot back up the middle. Pitcher, it's a line shot. Slated for center field. Lonborg gets a glove on it. Bounces to his right. He picks it up, throws to first. Advancing to third is Shannon. So Lonborg saves a run there, but the Cardinals have the tying run 90 feet away. Enzo, the picker, says, I've always played the good teams, but I'm finding it enjoyable playing under 500 teams for the past because I never would have played them before. I know it's fun. It's fun. I've been playing the 1919 Red Sox. That's the last year Babe Ruth played for the Red Sox, and we've played 3 games against the White Sox, a.k.a. the Black Sox, number 2-1. As Dave Gardner says, it's fun and different. Yeah. I'm usually like that too, Enzo. I play the great teams. All right. So do we want to move the infield in? We're not going to move the infield in. We're looking for a strikeout here. Here's Julian Javier. He's 0 for 2. The pitch to Javier. Oh, boy. He might tie this game here. That's a 22. That's a 7. We have a tie baseball game. The B Voodoo will not stop that. We have a runner on third and a 7. So a B grade pitcher, 7. It's a chopper past the dive of Yastrzemski, past the dive of Petrocelli. Yastrzemski picks it up, throws it back into the infield, but Julian Javier with a clutch 1-out single ties the game at 2. So we're tied at 2 in the top of the 7th. That brings up the dangerous Bobby Tolan. Bobby Tolan is single and struck out. Javier at first is a fast runner. Let me make sure that we don't have any type of stolen base here. No. Okay. So we go to the runner at first. We just flip the chart. Lonborg will try to induce a double play ball. The pitch to Bobby Tolan's a 55. That's an 8. Runner at first. The B Voodoo takes it away. Topped to the mound. Lonborg has trouble getting out of his glove. He throws to first. Advancing to second. On the 1-3 putout is Julian Javier. So Lonborg thought about the double play, had trouble getting out of his gloves, wisely went to first. Bobby Tolan's now 1 for 3. That will bring up the number 9 batter, the shortstop, Dahl Maxfield. Maxfield has reached on a fielder's choice and scored and struck out, so he's 0 for 2. 2-2 ball game. The speedy Julian Javier will most likely score on a hit. Lonborg has a word with Howard. Howard back behind the plate. Scott yelling encouragement from first. Lonborg to Maxfield. 2 outs. And we have the runner at second, so we got to switch that. Runner at second. The pitch to Dahl Maxfield. That's a 26. 26 is a 32. Let's just check here. 32 is the right fielder. It's going to stay fielding column 2, and it would have been fielding column 2 anyway. So a 32. What did I say that was? A 26 is a 32, and that's going to be out number 3. Fly ball deep to right. At the wall, Canigliaro reaches up, makes the catch. So Maxwell gives it a ride for naught. But the Cardinals do tie it up on the clutch 1-out single after the double by Shannon. Shannon advanced to third on the Maris hit. Maris put out, and it's 2-2. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. We're now at 2-2. The top of the 8th, it'll be the top of the order for the Cardinals in this 2-2 game. Will it stay 2-2, or can the Red Sox come back and take the lead once again? So Gibson on the bump. We're all tied up. He's going to face Scott, Jones, and Harrelson. The Boomer's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Jones is 0 for 2. Harrelson is 0 for 1 with a walk. And we have to go to the bases empty chart. Here's the pitch to the Boomer, George Scott. From Gibby, Bob Gibson, 1-5. 1-5 is a 10. A 10. That's interesting. That's going to be a base hit. Sinking flare to right. Maris coming in. He'll play it on a hop. That is a leadoff single for Scott, who is a fast runner in 1967. Go ahead run at first. Dalton Jones comes to plate. Jones is going to swing the stick. I'm not bunting. Jones is going to swing the stick. Runner at first. McCarver sets the defense, hoping to turn 2 in the infield. Gibson just glares at him, tells him with his eyes, his look, like, get your ass back behind the plate. I'm striking this guy out. Gibson to Jones. No outs. Scott at first, 2-2 ball game. 25 to Dalton Jones. 25 is an 8. The B Voodoo will take away the hit there top to the mound. Gibson charges forward, throws to first. It's a swinging bunt. Scott advances to second. We'll take that. So we have a runner at second for Ken the Hawk Harrelson. World's Worst Gamer says 2-2 ballet time, as Kurt Berglund would say. Ballot time, excuse me. Runner at second, Dalton Jones. Normal runner. The pitch to Hawk Harrelson. That's not going to get it done, I don't think. 35 to the Hawks. A 14. That might be a walk. Ball 4. So Hawk Harrelson battles Bob Gibson for his second free pass. It's now first and second with one out. Elston Howard. Do you pinch hit for Howard? Him and Lomborg have something really good going. First and second, one out, bottom of the seventh. They're going to let Ellie hit. They hope that he turns back the clock to his MVP time with the Yankees. Howard awaits the offering. We have a first and second. Before we do that, let's make sure we get the right chart, and we do. The pitch to Ellie Howard, 43 to Elston Howard. 43 is a 29. 29 is not on here. So a 29 fielding column 1. That's a double play. Hard hit ball to Gibson. Gibson pivots. Throws to Maxville. Relay to Cepeda. Inning is over. That goes 1-6-3. Just what Bob Gibson and the Cardinals wanted it to be. We go to the top of the 8th. We're knotted at 2. Due up for the Cardinals, top of the order, Brock Flood and Cepeda. If anyone gets on, Timmy McCarver, the catcher. What a game we have here. Ballet. So I said it right the first time. I doubted myself. It is ballet. I'm going to take a swig of water as we go to the top of the 8th. Excuse me. Enjoying everyone here in the chat, enjoying the people watching. If you're watching, feel free to jump in the chat, become a subscriber to the channel, and the other fine channels in our community. We have fun. Here's Lou Brock. Brock has doubled in a run. He is 1 for 2. He's walked and struck out. You want to keep Brock off the base paths. The pitch to Lou Brock is a 56. 56 of 13. That is a strikeout. Excellent job by Howard calling the game. That's the second time they've got Brock in 2 consecutive at-bats. 1 down. Base is empty. A 13 is always a strikeout. And I'll just show you. Base is empty. Swing and a miss. So one thing about APBA, you start to remember some of the numbers. Like, I don't know the out numbers, but I know it's the out range, but you still got to check sometimes with the base, when you have bases, people on base. Here's Kurt Flood. He's 0 for 3. Lonborg to Flood, righty-righty matchup. That's a 61. 61 to Flood is a 27. Let's quickly just look if the 27 is on here. Yes, it is. Third baseman. Okay, so Dalton Jones, it goes from a fielding column 2 to a fielding column 3, which is the worst fielding column because he's a 3. And what did I say? That's a 61. That's a 27. It's still going to be an out, though. Ex-pitcher. Wait a second. That's going to be a strikeout. So foul ball past the dive of Dalton Jones. And Flood screaming it hit the chalk. It didn't. He gets back in the batter's box. Lonborg, pounding away with fastballs inside and out. Comes with the curveball, swing and a miss. So Lonborg struck out the first 2 batters, Brock and Flood. Looking for the third batter, Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda is 2 for 3, 2 singles and a ground out to Rico Petrocelli at short. Lonborg has the sign. He kicks and deals to the baby bull. Cepeda, and that is a re-roll. Oh, Nelly. Re-roll on the D column. 46. It's going to stay in the ballpark most likely. 46 is a 6. That's going to be a double. Off the green monster in left center field. It's a stand-up double for Cepeda. He has his 3rd hit of the ball game. Cepeda is a normal runner, but with 2 outs, he's going to score on a hit, most likely. Larry Mullen says, is this one-off, Al, or is it a part of a project? Well, I just wanted to play the game. I haven't really thought up any projects. I like to do pitchers. I have projects in my head, like the best pitchers. That's what I like to do. You know, I try to figure out how to play mini seasons. That's a lot of games, even with a mini season. But I'm figuring out stuff. I'm just enjoying having. They've talked about it. People have talked about it. They've put it in the Facebook groups, and they've talked about it on Digital Dice. They've talked about it on Beatles Eternally channel and other channels. And we put these on our tabletop or on our PC, and we can play baseball with players we like. I'm playing PC Replay Basketball last season. I'm not a fan of modern basketball, but I'm learning about the players. Celtics I followed a little bit. Obviously, they won the championship, and they lost their first game against the Knicks. In PC basketball, I'm also doing an action PC basketball. But I'm in replay basketball. I'm playing every game. I'm not right now. I'm not auto playing. I only play as a Celtics, but I roll. I click. I roll the dice. I read the cards. It's a lot of fun. So. And Beatles says amen. So baseball, we'll just leave it at baseball. Whatever game you play, they're on our tabletop. So you can play teams and you learn about stuff. Again, I'm not bringing up anything new. They've talked about it on Digital Dice. They talked about it on Beatles Eternity's channel when he has his talk shows. And it's actually as they're playing a game, but he also does a talk show with Bernard Strom. You're learning about players, or you're playing teams, and it's fun. And you add your little accoutrements, we'll say, to spice up what you like to do. And I said, I got these cards. I'm going to put them out here because I like looking at them. And maybe you guys like looking at them. And you learn things. I learned things about boxing. And I'm a huge boxing fan. That's my favorite sport. But I'm like, who's this guy? Sometimes, I just see something. I say, let me look that up. And it's always interesting. So RJL Network's here. Check out that wonderful channel and subscribe. He's playing No, he's not playing the World Series. He's playing a Project 1919 using not Inside Pitch. Fall Classic Baseball. I watched some of that. It was very good. All right, so let's get back to this. 2-out double by Cepeda. McCarver will try to give the Cardinals the lead. Oh, wait a second. We got to go to the right chart. This is where I sometimes make a mistake. Second base chart. Man at second. Lonborg peeks over his shoulder. Now deals to McCarver. 33. Oh, no. 33 is a 0. It's a reroll. Oh, God. 60-17 breaks my heart. On the D column, 26. The Cardinals will take the lead. 3-2. 26 is a 6. That's a double. So back-to-back doubles. And it's a 3-2 Cardinal lead after Lonborg struck out Brock and Flood to start off the top of the 8th. The 2-out double by Cepeda, and now the 2-out double by Tim McCarver, who would briefly play for the Red Sox in 75. Oops, what am I doing? I'm flustered. Red Sox are down. Batted in. And it's a 3-2 game. Oh. Here's Mike Shannon. Don't call me Del Shannon. Runner at second. 2 outs, 42. 42 is a swing and a miss. That's a 13. Let's just double check. Breaking pitch. Couldn't pull the trigger. So Lonborg strikes out the side, but between that, 2 doubles, 2-out double by Cepeda, then the double by McCarver. Wait a second. Yep. Okay. I want to make sure I didn't have them out of order. And then Shannon strikes out. So Lomborg strikes out Brock, Flood, Shannon, but gives up the 2 doubles with 2 outs. And the Cardinals strike for a run. They retake the lead 3-2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Red Sox looking up at the scoreboard once again. Lomborg has now struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gibson has struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But Gibson has a 1-run lead. That's the only stat I really like to keep is strikeouts. I don't know why. So Gibson 6 outs away from once again defeating my 67 Red Sox in every, except for Action PC. That was a fun 67 replay. I replayed Action PC, the Red Sox. Tony Canigliaro doesn't get hurt, and we use a DH in both leagues. The Red Sox run away with the American League. The Cardinals still win the National League, but it's a close race. And then the Red Sox beat the Cardinals in the World Series. I think it was 4-1, and Canigliaro was the MVP. He smashed 7 homers. So top of the order in the top of the 8th for the Red Sox. They trail 3-2. It's going to be Reggie Smith, Mike Andrews, and Carl Yastrzemski. Reggie Smith 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Gibson to the switch hitting Smith, 33. 33 is a reroll. Can Reggie Smith tie it? Oh, 36. And that's going to be a leadoff double. A leadoff double to left center field. Off the Green Monster. Here come the Red Sox. Path of Exile is a wonderful game, Beetle, and it's free. So Smith gets his first hit. That brings up Mike Andrews. Andrews will bunt. Okay, so Mike Andrews will bunt. There's no bunt rating in this game. You're going to roll, you're going to look here, and then you're going to go to the bunt. And we have a runner at first. A runner at second, excuse me. He's going to try to move him over to third. This is huge for the Red Sox. And so what you do, and this is the rule book that came with the 95 playoff teams. So sacrifice bunt runner at second. Can you see that? And we're going to roll. This is very important to try to get him over to third. And then you just look. 52. So a 52 is a 27. A 27 bunt attempt is popped in the air. Oh my God, it is a freaking double play. Gibson pivots and fires to second. They double up Reggie Smith, and the bases are empty. Oh my God. 52 is 27. Bunt attempt is popped in the air. Gibson snares it, fires to second. They double up Reggie Smith. Unbelievable. Heartbreaking. You can, the moans and groans here at Fenway, or as our good friend Robert, RJL Network would say, the Fenway faithful go, ugh. Wow. So that is a pop-out double play, 1-6 on the failed bunt attempt. So there's 2 down, base is empty, and the Fenway faithful are in shock. Here's Yastrzemski. What would a 27 have been here? Why pitcher? It would have been a ground out to third, runner holds. Jeez Louise. Unbelievable. Try to bunt him over, and that's what happens. That's an ouch. Heartbreaking. Let's see if Yastrzemski can tie it up with one mighty swing of the bat. Oh, fudge. The dice got stuck, and then Topo Gigio's cousin pops out of the thing, but we found him. The pitch to Yaz, 36. 36 of 33. That's going to 33. Is that on here? No, it's not. A 33 base is empty now. And that's going to end the inning. So a 33 fielding column 1. Wide pitcher gets a strikeout. So Yastrzemski fouls off the ball and then pops it up right side. Javier makes the catch. The side is retired. The leadoff double, the bunt into the double play, and then Yaz pops out to Javier. Ouch. We go to the top of the ninth, 3-2 Cardinals. Oh, and we tried to do the right thing. We tried to bunt them over. Lomborg has to keep it a 1-run deficit here. Should I go to John Wyatt and watch him get destroyed? Bucky Brandon. John Wyatt's a B. Dan Ozinski's a B. YZ. Y. We're going to stick with Lomborg. He's still a B. I think they would. And again, if you're playing a more modern team, you could just look up how many innings does a guy actually pitch and do it that way. All right, here we go. Lomborg has to get a 1-2-3 inning. Doesn't want to give up any runs. Cardinals looking for an insurance run or more. It'll be Maris, Javier, and Tolan. If anyone gets on, Dahl Maxfield. The pitch to Roger Maris, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. That is a 56 to Maris. Base is empty. 56 is a swing and a miss. I believe that's 10 Ks now for Lomborg. Second time he's got Maris. Here's Julian Javier, who's knocked in a run with a single, and that tied the game at 2. Cardinals would take the lead. An inning later, back-to-back 2-out doubles. First by Cepeda, then McCarver. Here's the pitch to Julian Javier, righty-righty matchup. 25, bases empty. 25's an 8. I know the B Voodoo takes that away, as that is a well-hit ball to center. But Reggie Smith tracks it down. 2 away, bases empty. Lomborg has had 2-out trouble, though. So you can see the 8 is a hit on C and D, but you see the red there. Well hit to center, and it's caught. So the B Voodoo takes away the hit. I get the Voodoo comment from our good friend King Ikeboo. Fine channel, wonderful channel. Check that out. Love King Ikeboo. 2 outs for Bobby Tolan. Tolan is 1 for 3, a single, a strikeout, and a ground out. And that's Julian Javier there. Maxfield on deck. Lomborg trying to keep it a 1-run deficit for the Red Sox for the bottom of the ninth. It's a 56 to Tolan, left-hand batting DH. 56 is a 34. Let's check to see if a 34 is on here. No, it's not. So a 34 is going to, fielding column 2 is going to end the inning. Popped up, a wide pitcher gets a strikeout. Lomborg is not a wide pitcher, so it's a pop-out to Petrocelli at short on the outfield grass. We go to the bottom of the ninth, 3-2 Cardinals and Bob Gibson over Lomborg and the Boston Red Sox. You know Gibby's not coming out of the game, though, I might take Gibson out of the game. And if he was here, he'd smack me in my head because they have Nelson Bryles, who's an A-grade pitcher. He's a B starter, but an A-grade pitcher. But we're going to keep Gibson in the game. So he's a B if he's a starter, and he's an A as a reliever. And that A takes away hits on 8 and 9 with bases empty, and that's huge. Well, Bryles is ready. Gibson will face Canigliaro, Petrocelli, and Scott. Canigliaro has singled, homered, and struck out. Gibson to Tony C. 41, bases empty. That's going to probably be an out. 41 is a 28. 28 is on here, shortstop. The shortstop, again, they go off the 1 fielding column. The shortstop's a 9. It's going to stay on the 1 fielding column, so that's going to be out number 1. Beautiful range there by Maxfield. He throws to Cepeda, and Canigliaro is retired. The Red Sox are down to their final 2 outs. Rico Petrocelli is 0 for 3. Boy, Rico really needs to take one out of the ballpark here. The pitch to the right-hand batting Petrocelli. 42. How do you do? A 42 is a 23. 23 is not on here, and that's going to be out number 2. Oh, wait a second. 23. I am incorrect. Short fly to left. Misplayed by Brock. Holy cow. Lou Brock misplays it. It ticks off his glove. It sounded better off the bat. He went back, then came in. So you have the 23 fielding column 1. Short fly ball to left. Brock misplays it. Batter at first. There is hope. And Gibson just glares out towards left. Tying run at first, the slow-footed Petrocelli. Winning run at the plate in George the Boomer Scott. McCarver goes out to the mound. Gibson doesn't like this. Here comes the coach. Gibson doesn't like that. They're going to keep Gibby in. Runner at first. Scott, the game-winning run at the plate. 19 homers, I do believe, in 1967. Gibson to Scott, righty-righty matchup, 54. 54 is a 32. A 32 is on here, right fielder. Well, Maris is a 3, so it's going to stay that one column. You can see, so 54, 32. Fly ball, sky high. Coming in is Maris. He makes the catch. Retreating back to first is Petrocelli. Scott is gone. It comes down to Dalton Jones. Jones is 0 for 3. The Red Sox might call him back. I know he's a left-handed batter, but he doesn't have an automatic homer on the 11 or 66. I do believe Thomas doesn't either. I thought he did. Nope. Joe Foy does. And even they're going to go Joe Foy here to pinch hit. Because if we get that 66, we want the walk-off. So he has it. So Joe Foy, if he gets a 66, it's a walk-off homer. Where Dalton Jones would have to re-roll on the 11 and the 66. Though if you got a 44 on the re-roll, yep, we're going to go. He's 0 for 3. So Dalton Jones, we're going to go righty-righty. Dalton Jones is coming out of the game. Pinch hitter is Joe Foy. So Foy, pinch hit 9th for Jones, 2 outs. So Joe Foy to pinch hit. McCarver has a quick word with Gibson. Gibson just stares at him, says, go back behind the plate. Petrocelli, we're not going to take Rico out of the game just in case we tie it. But there's 2 outs, runner at first. A double should score him. But we'll have to read the chart. Gibson to the pinch hitter, Foy. It's a 41. That's going to be the ball game. 41's a 24. 24 is not on here. Fielding column 1. It would have been a double play ball. It's a hard hit ball to short. And we're going to say it's a force out at second. Oh, 2 outs. He goes to first. So it's all over. A hard hit ball to Maxville. He throws to Cepeda. Joe Foy grounds out 6-3. And the 67 Cardinals, once again, usually as they do, beat my beloved 1967 Red Sox in a fine, fine pitchers duel in a fun game. 3-2. So your player of the game is going to be Bob Gibson, the winning pitcher. So Gibby's the winning pitcher, and gentleman Jim Lomborg, tough luck loser. It was a 2-2 game. Red Sox had a 2-1 lead. Cardinals took the lead in the third on a 2-out double by Brock, which scored Maxville. Then Tony Canigliaro, after Yastrzemski doubled with 1 out, Canigliaro hit a 2-run bomb over the monster in left. It was 2-1. Cardinals tied it up in the 7th with a clutch 1-out single after the double by Shannon. He advanced to third, and the ball hit by Maris. And then Javier singled, so it was 2-2. And then with 2 outs, Lomborg starts off the top of the 8th, strikes out Brock, strikes out Flood, Cepeda doubles, McCarver doubles. It's 3-2, and that's how the ball game ends. So your winning pitcher is Gibson. Your losing pitcher is Lomborg. Gibson is player of the game. He really only made 2 mistakes, the double and then the homer by Canigliaro. So he gave up 2 earned runs. He gave up a homer. He struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He only struck out 6. Lomborg, the loser, gave up 3 earned runs. He struck out, I think it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are the stats I like to keep. So that was a fun game. I like to write these on it. Fun game. And thank you for joining me on some Twilight Zone Baseball. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, smack that like button. If you have not subscribed and you wish to do so, hit the subscribe button and the bell for notification when we go live. Check out the other wonderful content creators in our community, such as Michael Terranova, SOM76, RJL Network, Beatles Eternally, Dave Gardner. Scrolling up. Bernard Strom Sports Replays, Cleve Baseball Fan 879. All very fine and wonderful, fun channels. Michael Conastari, another replay guy. Hooray, that's the name of his channel. And I'd like to thank Chess Warrior, Beatles Eternally, Dwayne Mart's YouTube network, another fine content creator, Brian Hoxie, Dave Gardner, Joshua Hauser, Cleve Baseball Fan 879, our good friend Tim, Andrew Rothman, Michael Conastari, Alternate History 100, David Selinsky, Mike Terranova, SOM76, Philip Reynolds, check out his channel, Ken Castro, Dwayne Mart's Sports YouTube Network. I think World's Worst Gamer, Larry Mullins, 111. Enzo the Picker. Enzo says, I always play, this is when we talked a little bit about this. He says, I always play the good teams, but now I'm playing some, teams that are under 500. Dave Gardner says, that's fun and different. Yes, it is. Continue to scroll down. Salvatore America and Jim L. So thank you very much. I might come back and do a little action PC football. I don't have to get up early to watch my grandson. So that's cool. Usually Nurse Teresa gets up early on Sunday to watch him, and then I take over a little later. He's a blessing. He's our little angel. Love Wyatt James, the little mongoose. All right, so thank you very much. Greatly appreciate your time. Fun game, 3-2 Cardinals win. This is my 67 set that I just picked up off eBay. A lot of fun. Enjoy the games you play. Enjoy the people you love. Have fun. Stay safe. Be smart. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy whatever you celebrate. Happy New Year coming up and beyond. I love you all. Stay safe. Be smart. God bless and peace. I might come back with some Action PC football if you'd like to join me again.